through some trials, but no more than I could take it. And I don't wanna do something I know I'll regret and miss my chance to make it. So I'ma just hold that line, yeah. Hold that line, yeah. Don't let go, hold it tight, yeah. With all your might, yeah. And don't give up, use some wisdom, yeah. Don't lose your mind, yeah. We all do fine if we hold that line, yeah. Hold that line. So I'ma just hold that line, yeah. Hold that line, yeah. Don't let go, hold it tight, yeah. With all your might, yeah. And don't give up, use some wisdom, yeah. Don't lose your mind, yeah. We all do fine if we hold that line, yeah. Hold that line. I'ma hold the line, yeah. Hold the line. Yeah, yeah. Hold the line,
yeah. All praise to the Most High. I'm just a vessel. The vessel of a potter. I feel my heart beat, I stand on my feet, but my spirit is dying inside of me. My brothers are weak, they just trying to eat. The devil is testing the God of me. I know I'm just clay, but Father, you made me. I'm hoping you molding this pottery. They pressing my buttons, ain't talking about nothing. You know it's a whole nother side of me. I feel my heart beat, I stand on my feet, but my spirit is dying inside of me. My brothers are weak, they just trying to eat. The devil is testing the God of me. I know I'm just clay, but Father, you made me. I'm hoping you molding this pottery. They pressing my buttons, ain't talking about nothing. You know it's a whole nother side of me. I walk in this life like I'm walking on crutches. Lean on the Father, no limit, just trutting. I've been through a lot and it just made me tougher. Pain in my eye when you see me in public. Look me in the eyes, you a man, it's nothing. Keep your head up, you a strong young brother. Reminding myself when I'm down in the gutter and seeing my brothers despise one another. Making it easy for these undercovers. Smiling your face with their hate undercover. Waving their badge and then leaving you bloody. Then pay for their freedom through lawyers and judges. They pressing my buttons, I'm holding my peace. I'm cool as a fan, but I'm caging the beast. Can't wait for their time to be up on the lead. So the lion inside me can hunt for the feast. I feel my heart beat, I stand on my feet, but my spirit is dying inside of me. My brothers are weak, they just trying to eat. The devil is testing the God of me. I know I'm just clay, but Father, you made me. I'm hoping you molding this pottery. They pressing my buttons, ain't talking about nothing. You know it's a whole nother side of me. I feel my heart beat, I stand on my feet, but my spirit is dying inside of me. My brothers are weak, they just trying to eat. The devil is testing the God of me. I know I'm just clay, but Father, you made me. I'm hoping you molding this pottery. They pressing my buttons, ain't talking about nothing. You know it's a whole nother side of me.
I'm just the work of the Lord, doing the work of the Lord. Don't honor me. This life is an art exhibit, it's a gift to me. I'm just a piece of the pottery. Might not have been broken to pieces. Same things you wouldn't believe. It's a blessing to be alive in this time. You have a shot, gon' redeem us. Show when they see us, sure.
The prince of the power, I'm putting my life on the line. Forever indebted and every day like the Passover. Man, I'm purging my sin, removing the leaven and rising up from the valley of dry bones. Yeah, you know that my focus on heaven, build up with the brethren, receiving the blessing and live for the kingdom. Yeah, this is the message.
I feel my heart beat, I stand on my feet, but my spirit is dying inside of me. My brothers are weak, they just trying to eat. The devil is testing the God of me. I know I'm just clay, but Father, you made me. I'm hoping you molding this pottery. They pressing my buttons, ain't talking about nothing. You know it's a whole nother side of me. I feel my heart beat, I stand on my feet, but my spirit is dying inside of me. My brothers are weak, they just trying to eat. The devil is testing the God of me. I know I'm just clay.
Hey, shalom, 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 Israel. Most High and Christ bless. Most High and Christ bless you all. Pray all is well. Hey, welcome to another edition with the History in the AM. Today we will be continuing with the Tobit chapter 9. That's what we will be talking about today. And let's start at chapter 8 and verse 17.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 8, verse 17.
Come on.
Which when she had done as had bidden her, she brought her thither. And she wept, and she received the tears of her daughter, and said unto her, Be of good comfort, my daughter. The Lord of heaven and earth give thee joy for thy sorrow. Be of good comfort, my daughter. Chapter 8. And when they had...
No, 8 and 17.
8 and 17.
8 and 17.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 8, verse 17.
Come on.
Thou art to be praised, because thou hast had mercy of two that were the only begotten children of their fathers. Grant them mercy, O Lord, and finish their life in health.
So this is Raphael praising the Lord. Come on.
And finish their life in health with joy and mercy. Then Raguel bade his servants to fill the grave, and he kept the wedding feast 14 days. For before the days of marriage were finished, Raguel had said unto him by an oath that he should not depart till the 14 days of the marriage were expired.
So Raguel, he was so happy with the stuff that the Lord did for him and his family. He added 7 days more to the wedding feast to make it 14. He didn't want Tobias to depart. So he kept the wedding feast for a whole 14 days. Come on.
And then he should take the half of his goods and go in safety to his father, and should have the rest when I and my wife be dead.
Come on.
Then Tobias called Raphael and said unto him, Brother Azarias, take with thee a servant and 2 camels, and go to Rages Media.
So he gave that Azarias, that's the name he gave to Tobias and Tobit them. But we all know his name is Raphael. So Tobias, you call him Azarias now. Come on. Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. Brother Azarias, take with thee a servant and 2 camels, and go to Rages of Media, to Gabriel, and bring me the money, and bring him to the wedding. For Raguel have sworn that I shall not depart. But my father counted the days, and if I tarry long, he will be very sorry.
He said, my father's counting the days. My father counted, because he's not forgetful of the commandment his father gave him. He's not forgetful that he's the only child. He's not forgetful that if he tarry long, they're going to be worrying and stressed out regarding his whereabouts. They're going to be thinking he's dead and all those things. So he have that in the back of his mind. That's why he told Azariah, he said, you got to go get the money. Go get the money. Let's just go back, remind Israel, go to chapter 1, read verse 14. Tobit 1 and verse 14.
The book of Tobit, chapter 1, verse 14.
Come on.
And I went into Media, and left in trust with Gabriel, the brother of Gabrias, at Rages, a city of Media. Then 10 talents of silver. Now when Anamesar.
So keep in mind, Tobit left 10 talents of silver. He kept it over there for his son. So now 4 and read verse 1. Chapter 4, read verse 1.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 1.
Come on.
And that day Tobit remembered the money which he had committed to Gabriel and Rages of Media, and said within himself, I have wished for death, wherefore do I not call for my son Tobias, that I may signify to him of the money before I die.
So he remembered the money that he gave now. So he wanted to leave that money with his son Tobias. So that's the money he sent Tobias to go get. That was the money, because he knew he was about to die. His sickness, his affliction that he was going through. He wanted to give his son that money. And that's what Tobias was having in his mind. But he's telling Azarias that, hey, get somebody to go get that money. The 14 days about to be up, so we can go back real quick. So let's go back. Read 9 and verse 2 again.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 9, verse 2.
Brother
Azarias, take with thee a servant and 2 camels, and go to Rages of Media, to Gabriel, and bring me the money, and bring him to the wedding. And Raguel have sworn that I shall not.
If I tarry long, he will be very sorry. Even before the time when he was leaving, even his mom didn't even want him to leave. Let's read that real quick. Tobit 5, read verse 16. His mom didn't want him to leave at all. So he had all that in the back of his mind. Read that.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 5, verse 16. So they were well pleased. Then said he to Tobias, prepare thyself for the journey, and God send you a good journey. And when his son had prepared all things for the journey, his father said, go thou with this man, and God, which dwelleth in heaven, prosper your journey. And the angel of God keep you company. So they went forth, and the young man's dog with them. But Anna his mother wept.
See that? His mother was weeping, come on.
And said to Tobit, why hast thou sent away our son? Is he not the staff of our hand?
See, he's the only help we got. Why are you sending him away? Come on.
And going in and out before us.
He's the one that help us out. When we need something, he get it for us. Come on.
Be not greedy to add money to money, but let it be as a refuse.
So because her son was going to get him money, say, come on, why are you acting like that? Don't be greedy to have your son go risk his life for that. Come on.
But let it be as refuse in respect of our child. For that which the Lord have given us to live with does suffice us. Then said Tobit to her, take no care, my sister.
Tobit said, stop worrying. Come on.
He shall return in safety, and thine eyes shall see him.
See, that's what Tobit let her know. He going to return in safety. So Tobias already know all the stuff that his parent was going through. So he didn't want it to tarry long. He didn't want it to put them in a whole lot of stress. He knew all that. Let's go back.
The book of Tobit, chapter 9, verse 4. But my father counted the days, and if I tarry long, he will be very sorry. So Raphael went out and lodged with Gabriel, and gave him the handwriting, who brought forth bags which were sealed up, and gave them to him. And early in the morning they went forth both together, and came to the wedding, and Tobias blessed his wife. Chapter 10. Now Tobit his father counted every day.
See that? He counted every day. Come on.
And when the days of the journey were expired, and they came not, then Tobit said, Are they detained? Or is Gabriel dead? And there is no man to give him the money.
So you know now, as a parent, that's your only son, all sort of thoughts going to come in your head. So that's what's going on. He was thinking, where my son at? Is he dead? Is he detained? Or nobody, or they're not giving them the money? What's going on? Come on.
Verse 3. Therefore he was very sorry. Then his wife said unto him, My son is dead, seeing he stayeth long.
You know, she was already tripping from the get-go.
Right.
So she said, my son is dead. You know how mom and their kids be. They worry so much about their children. So now she started again. She letting him know, I told you, our son is dead. Come on, read it again from the top.
Then his wife said unto him, My son is dead, seeing he stayeth long. And she began to bewail him and said, Now I care for nothing, my son, since I have
She said, now I don't got nothing to live for. Nothing I got to live for now. Come on.
Now I care for nothing, my son, since I have let thee go, the light of mine eyes.
She said, I let you go, you the light of my eye. Now, how you think Tobit feeling right now? Come on.
To whom Tobit said, Hold thy peace.
Tobit said, woman, keep quiet. Hold your peace. Come on.
Take no care, for he is safe.
See, uplifting her. Said, take no care, for he is in safety. He's all right. Come on.
But she said, Hold thy peace.
He said, now you hold your peace. She was out of it. She said, no, you hold your peace. Come on. She was stressed out. Come on.
But she said, Hold thy peace and deceive me not.
So don't lie to me. Come on.
My son is dead. And she went out every day into the way which they went, and did eat no meat.
So every day she went to that same path, looking in the distance, trying to see if her son is coming back. And she didn't eat nothing. She's worrying about her son. You know how mother be. That's how it is. She was worrying and thinking about her son. Where my son Tobias at? Come on.
And did eat no meat on the daytime, and ceased not whole nights to bewail her son Tobias, until the 14 days of the wedding were expired, which Raguel had sworn that he should spend there. Then Tobias said to Raguel, Let me go, for my father and my mother looked no more to see me. But his father-in-law said unto him, Tarry with me.
This guy was tripping, man. He said, Terry, he got no chill. I'm telling you, Tobias' father and mother looking for him, worrying about him. This guy here is just all about his happiness. I'm telling you, all about his happiness. But you know why he got it though, because his daughter, all the marriage and everything, all them dudes used to be, all of them was getting killed. So this was very, he couldn't express his joy. That's why he extended the wedding, and he didn't want his son-in-law to leave. Come on.
Verse 8. But his father-in-law said unto him, Tarry with me, and I will send to thy father, and they shall declare unto him how things go with thee. But Tobias said, No.
He said, I'm going to send somebody to your father to let him know how things is going with you. Tobias said, No. We're not going to do that. Come on.
But Tobias said, No, but let me go to my father. Then Raguel arose and gave him Sarah his wife, and half his goods, servants and cattle and money. And he blessed them and sent them away, saying, The God of heaven give you a prosperous journey.
So you always need that blessing from your your father-in-law. You always need that. That's why in the truth, when we are proving, we always got to have that relationship with the parents. We always, a lot of times we do things out of lust. We just want to do it quick, and just and get married. That's not how it is done. Our forefather, everything that was written or 4 times was written for our learning. We got to make sure we get the blessing from our forefathers, from our parents, our dad and our mom. And if our parents is dead, because sometimes things like that happen, now you got leadership. They're the one, or your parents now. So you got to get their blessing. You got to make sure you listen to their counsel. That's what you must do. Read that again.
The book of Tobit, chapter 10, verse 11. And he blessed them and sent them away, saying, the God of heaven give you a prosperous journey, my children. And he said to his daughter, honor thy father and thy mother-in-law, which are now thy parents.
See, that's how we used to roll. Honor your what?
Honor thy father and thy mother-in-law.
And thy mother-in-law. He know that when she going over there, she got to be respectful. She got to be in the spirit to them, because they are her family too. Come on.
Which are now thy parents.
See, that which is now your parents. The lady that playing in this book. But a lot of times when sisters get married, they disrespect the men parents. It's not supposed to roll like that. A lot of times we're not ready applying, we're not reading and applying, we do our own things. They are your parent now, your how you call it? Your in-laws, they are your parents now. You show them that respect, you show them that reverence. Come on.
Honor thy father and thy mother-in-law, which are now thy parents, that I may hear a good report of thee.
That's the whole thing right there. So I can hear a good report. None of us should be having a bad report within Israel, because good name is very precious. So therefore, we got to live as an example, a righteous example, so nothing bad but good report on our name. Because even though if you die, your name still live on. That's the thing that you cannot change. Whatever you display in this lifetime, when you are absent, that name will continue to go on. So we got to ask ourselves, what kind of name are we going to live? We going to leave behind? Which kind of mark are we going to leave behind? Which kind of mark? Come on.
That I may hear a good report of thee. And he kissed her. Edna also said to Tobias, the Lord of heaven restore thee, my dear brother, and grant that I may see thy children of my daughter Sarah before I die, that I may rejoice before the Lord. Behold, I commit my daughter unto thee of special trust. Wherefore,
that's why you see that the father and the son-in-law had a relationship. That's how it got to be. So now you can talk man to man. Come on.
I commit my daughter unto thee of special trust.
Of special trust. Of special trust. Come on.
Wherefore, do not entreat her evil.
Do not what?
Entreat her evil.
Because she's not a doormat. A lot of times people outside in the world be thinking, oh, we treat our women like, no. We don't treat our women like a doormat. We don't do that at all. We are heirs together. We are heirs together. We don't do that. That's why this in the book, because some brothers will come and try to what? Reinvent the wheel. Try to act like how you call it? Evil men, because they have them in the Bible. Why you think Tobit was how you call it? Rapheal'S says stuff like that. Because we have men that was treating their wife evil. Men that was up to no good. Men that just want any blame they put it on their wife because they wasn't right. Read that part again.
I commit my daughter unto thee of special trust.
Of special trust. She's not your doormat. She's not your punching bag. Come on.
Wherefore, do not entreat her evil.
Do not entreat her evil. Give me Monica real quick. Monica to actually give me Sirach 7:25.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
It's a weighty matter. That's why the father got to talk to the brother. Got to make sure don't entreat my daughter with evil. Don't mistreat my daughter. She's now a corporate. She's now a floor mat. The father got to let the brother know that. That's why the father got to be in the proving process. He can't be absent. Because a lot of brothers be proving with their friend down there. They don't be proving with wisdom. They don't be proving with sense. Seriously. They don't want nobody to get involved. Just they and their sister. That's it. Even leadership, they don't want leadership to get involved because they know the stuff they're doing. They want to hurry up. Quick. Why do you have a lot of backdoor marriage? Because they don't want nobody to get involved. It's all about their lust. So therefore, they don't want to go meet the sister parents. And if the sister parents are there, they don't want to go meet leadership. They want to do it publicly. They want to do it secretly. And then they come and say, I messed up. Who want to hear that nonsense? Who got a book? Who got to apply God's laws? Who got to work as it is written? But a lot of times we don't like orderly. Read that one more time.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed the weighty matter.
That's why he says a special trust. Because that's a weighty matter. That's why I say that's a special trust right there. Don't mistreat her. Because Israel used to mistreat their wife. Israel used to put their wife away for every cause. Israel used to do all kind of nonsense. And that's why we got to come back. We're coming back now to the understanding of who we are. We must rule like our forefathers. We must deal with our wife according to wisdom. And not according to our carnal mind. Read that one more time.
Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed the weighty matter.
Because a lot of brothers don't know how to treat a woman. A lot of brothers are rash, like Nibal. Simple as hell, rash with their mouth. Anything come out of their mouth, that's what they want to say. But they forget to know that's their own flesh. That's their own body. But because it's simple, they don't know that. You gotta be honest. You gotta be able to understand that if you wrote it in wisdom. Because what you pour in her, that's what you're gonna pour in your kids. You put foolishness in her, she's gonna put foolishness in your kids. You invest in her, she's gonna invest in your kids. You teach her, she's gonna teach your kids. Read that one more time.
Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding.
You see that? Give her unto a man of understanding. Don't give her to a knucklehead. Because he's going to treat her like a doormat. Knuckleheads going to only care about them own self. That's it. That's it. No compassionate. No care. That's how knucklehead would do. That's why the scripture says, give your daughter unto a man of understanding. Man that's going to deal with her according to knowledge. That's why right girl told Tobias, deal with her, give her a special trust. Don't entreat her evil. Do not do that. Because men always used to do that. Men that don't really that care about their own self, they're vain thought. They do those things back then. Go to Malachi 2, read verse 16. Malachi 2 and verse 16.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 16.
Come on.
For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away.
Because Israel used to be putting their wife away. For every single reason, that's what they do. Men wasn't right. I'm telling you, brothers wasn't right at all. Come on.
For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away. For one covereth violence with his garment, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore, take heed to your spirit, that ye deal not treacherously.
Read that part again, what he said. Read the whole verse again.
Verse 16. For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away. For one covereth violence with his garment, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore, take heed to your spirit.
The Lord said, take heed unto your spirit. All you men that's married, take heed unto your spirit. Because that woman that you have, that spirit is for the Lord. You got to take heed how you nurturing her. You got to take heed how you acting towards her. You got to take heed. Because everything we do, we will be judged accordingly. We are men of wisdom. So we got to act like it. In our house, we got to act like it. You cannot be in your house and act different, then come out of school and act different, and stuff don't roll like that. You got to be one person. You don't act two. No. You got to be one. A lot of times we put on different clothing. We come into school, put different clothing, we act different way. We go to the school or go to the house, we act different way. That stuff messes your wife up as well. Seriously. Confuse her. Finish that out.
Therefore, take heed to your spirit that ye deal not treacherously.
Don't deal treacherously, brother. Do not. Give me Matthew 19. Let's read verse 3. Matthew 19, read verse 3.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 3.
Come on.
The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause...
Why you think the Pharisee asking that? Because brother was doing the same thing. Brother was doing that. That's why he said, Have you not read? Which book are you reading? Come on.
And he said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
Come on.
Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh.
But one flesh. One flesh. That's why when the man dealing with his wife, he deal with her as a one flesh. You don't want nobody to hurt you, so you're not going to hurt that sister. Because that's somebody else's daughter over there. You don't want somebody to mistreat you, so you're not going to mistreat that sister. That's how it is. Because we're all brothers and sisters who got to deal with each other fairly with equity. That's how we got to deal with each other according to God's laws. Come on.
What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
Read.
They say unto him, Why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts.
He said, because of the hardness of your heart, your stubbornness, come on.
Suffered ye to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so.
It was not so at all. Come on.
And I say unto you.
He said, now I'm telling you.
Whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. But Negroes are putting their wife away. That's what Tobit said. Don't treat my daughter. Rapheal'S said, don't treat my daughter evil. I gave her unto you with special trust. Men were doing those nonsense. Brother wasn't right. Brother wasn't right at all. Seriously. And a lot of times when brothers being the damn devil the Bible speak of, they don't even want to get counsel either. Because they're prideful. They think they get counsel, they're going to look less of a man or some stuff like that. They don't want to get counsel. They continue to put stuff under the rock until now you can see the shit under the rock. You can hide it. You're going to see the bomb in the rock. So when something going on, you got to seek counsel. You got to seek counsel. You got to seek help. Men don't want to get help. They got that pride in them. Sister want to get help. Can we get counsel? No. Don't tell nobody. But it need help though. That's a Negro right there for you. That's a Negro right there. They don't want to get built up. That issue add up. Now, they're back against the wall now. What are you going to do now? Now you want to bring it out now. I'm telling you, that's what some Negroes do. Leadership is here to help. Leadership is here to help. But men are prideful, so therefore do not get help. That's how it is. Even going back to Judas Iscariot. Judas was having issue. Did he get help? He had all kind of demon in him that he didn't want to get help. Men are the same way today. They have issues, but they don't want to get help. They think that when they tell leadership about what's going on, they're going to feel less of a man. Now, we all going through stuff, man. What the hell going on here? We all going through stuff. We all battling. We all get help from our superiors. But men, they won't hide the issue. You hide the issue going to come out. You cannot hide it. Now it's going to come out. Where we at?
Verse 9.
We verse 9 again.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery.
So he let it know. He let them know. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why you can leave your wife. Go to Genesis 31. Genesis 31, read verse 44. Our wife are not doormats at all. 31 and 44.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 44.
Come on.
Now therefore, come thou, let us make a covenant, I and thou, and let it be for a witness between me and thee.
So this is Laban. He telling Jacob. What he said again from the top?
Now therefore, come thou, let us make a covenant, I and thou, and let it be for a witness between me and thee. And Jacob took a stone and set it up for a pillar. And Jacob said unto his brethren, gather stones. And they took stones and made an heap. And they did eat there upon the heap. And Laban called it Jegarsha Dutha, but Jacob called it Gilead. And Laban said, this heap is a witness between me and thee this day.
So not Laban letting you know this stuff is between you and me. Come on.
Therefore was the name of it called Gilead. And Mizpah, for he said, the Lord watch between me and thee.
The Lord watch between you and me. Come on.
When we are absent one from another.
Laban tell Jacob, even when I'm not with you, the Lord is watching you. You got my daughters, right? But the Lord watching you. Come on.
If thou shalt afflict my daughters.
If that shall what?
If thou shalt afflict my daughters.
If you shall afflict my daughter, treat her as a doormat. Come on.
Or if thou shalt take other wives besides my daughters.
You see that? If thou shalt take other wives beside my daughter, come on.
No man is with us.
No man is with us. Come on.
See, God is witness betwixt me and thee.
God is the witness. God's going to deal with you if you entreat evil to my daughter. That's how our forefather used to roll. That's how it used to be back then. That's how it used to be. But a lot of times, Negro don't want to have the father involved. Want to do his own thing. So therefore, you want to get everything for free. So therefore, he's not even going to go to her dad. He's not even going to go to leadership. Do his own thing. That's how it be. Talk to her privately. You don't really got to do this. You don't got to listen to them. Let's do it quick. Let's do it quick. And they know some sisters be simple. They do whatever. No sister should be simple in this truth. That's why we got God's laws. That's how you got counselors. For real. Seriously. So he said, do not mistreat my daughter. Let's go to Jeremiah 29, read verse 20. Because men used to mistreat their wife. Men used to act all kind of ways. And some still do. And that's what classes, that's why we have the Bible, to get our mind right. To get our mind right. Seriously. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 20. Hear ye therefore the word of the Lord, all ye of the captivity, whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babylon.
Now read verse 23.
Verse 23. Because they have committed villainy in Israel, and have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives.
So that's how they used to do. Some brothers will be cheating on their wife, all those things, with a neighbor wife. Why their wife is right there? Why their wife? Come on, man. I'm telling you. When we are not keeping God's laws, we do some dumb stuff. Why do you think Rapheal was saying to Tobit that don't mistreat my daughter? Don't treat her, don't do evil on her. Because it used to happen. It used to happen. I'm telling you. Read it again from the top.
Verse 23, because they have committed villainy in Israel and have committed adultery.
See that they call it villainy. That's what they was committing in Israel. Come on.
And have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know and am witness, which saith the Lord.
So now 1 Samuel 25, read verse 1. Israel used to be playing games, man. I'm telling you. We have this big book. We got to deal with our wife according to what? According to knowledge. That's what the scriptures say. Not according to our emotion. Read what you got.
It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 1. And Samuel died, And all the Israelites gathered together and lamented him and buried him in his house at Ramah. And David arose and went down to the wilderness of Paran. And there was a man in Meron whose possessions were in Carmel.
Come on.
Were in Carmel. And the man was very great, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, and he was shearing his sheep in Carmel.
Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. And there was a man in Maon whose possessions were in Carmel. And the man was very great, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, and he was shearing his sheep in Carmel. Now the name of the man is Nabal, and the name of his wife Abigail, and she was a woman of good understanding and of a beautiful countenance.
Because sometimes brothers be having some good wife, but sometimes the brother be simple. Sometimes brother be very rash with his mouth. Sometimes brother be very how you call it, churlish with his mouth, rude. It's not supposed to be so. It's one flesh. Both of you are one. When we see your whole household. When you see your wife, we see your whole household. Your wife represents you. So you cannot beat her down. Because now her spirit is going to be what? Down. And then now she's going to pass that thing on to your children. That's what the lawsuit can be like that. Will you read 3 again?
Now the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife Abigail. And she was a good woman of good understanding and of a beautiful countenance. But the man was churlish and evil in his doing.
See that? Evil. What do you think he was doing to his wife? You see what I'm saying? Evil in his doing. Very evil. And that's why Rapheal tell that to Tobias. Because he know our brothers then wasn't treating the wife good. Brothers then was up to no good. Brothers then only care about me, and myself. They didn't give a damn about their wife. Got some evil brothers. That's why I say in every house there is good and there's evil. There's good and there's evil. Vessel to honor, vessel to dishonor. Sometimes brothers them be very churlish, man. I'm telling you. Read that bottom part again. But the man was what?
But the man was churlish.
He was rude. Come on.
And evil in his doings. And he was of the house of Caleb.
So that's some example right there. That's some example. Give me 1 Peter 3:7.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 7.
Come on.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
That's what we got to do. Do it with our wife according to knowledge. When your wife bugging up, you do it with her according to knowledge. Let her know there's only one driver that's going to be in this car. That's it. There's no two drivers. There's only one driver. You deal with her according to knowledge. You give her the scripture. You give her the scripture and let her know. You don't argue with a woman. No. Because sometimes you're arguing now, you are like her now. You got to use wisdom. You got to deal with her according to knowledge. The house shouldn't be like a damn marketplace. The house shouldn't be like a freaking boxing ring or some stuff like that. Or it shouldn't be like that. House should be a home of peace with God's laws in the house, with happiness, loving in the house. Now you entreating your wife evil. Read that again.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
See that? Dwell with them according to knowledge. Because you gotta see this, man. Your wife take care of the kids. You gotta be mindful how you deal with her. You gotta deal with her according to the law. You gotta make sure your mind is not simple out here. That's why you gotta make sure you deal with her right. You gotta make sure you in the spirit. Because you cannot pass something down that you don't have. You cannot pass something, I'm telling you. So you got to be in the spirit first to be able to pass what? Wisdom, knowledge unto her. So then she now got to be in the spirit to pass that to your kids. Because you got a lot of women be out of the spirit, be always taking care of their daughter, yelling. What do you think that girl going to do when she grow up? Be yelling at her daughter too. So you gotta deal with each other according to wisdom. I'm telling you, for real. The Lord, we are the children of Christ. He don't deal unjustly. He said, "My ways are right. Your ways are unequal. Your ways are evil." He deal with us justly. So likewise, we got to deal with our wife justly. Likewise, the wife got to deal with the kids justly, because we have some women then that be mistreating the kids as well. That be all how you call it? Outraged. For real. And all passed down sometimes from the men. That's how it be. And that's not supposed to be among us at all. Seriously. A lot of brothers just wear their boots coming the Sabbath day with a big chest up. But back at the ranch, it's all chaos. It's all chaos. And they don't want to get help either. They do not want to get help. They're covering up. And then when the sister comes, you can see all over her face that she depressed. All over her face that she going through it. But you hiding it up, though. You hiding it up. Continue to hide it up. Continue. It's going to be exposed. Where we at? Finish that out from the top.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
Because she's a weaker vessel. She doesn't hold water. So therefore, you got to be diligent enough to continue to pour wisdom in her. She's going to be simple at times. Of course, she's going to be simple. Most of the time, a lot of the times. I'm telling you straight up, a lot of the times she's going to be simple. A lot of the times she's going to be doing some weird stuff. But you got to deal with her according to knowledge. Continue to pour that wisdom on her. Continue to pour that understanding on her. Because that's how we be as a nation. The Lord gave us what? His laws, what we do. We mess it up. We say we don't want to keep it. We say we don't want to keep it. But do the Lord forsake us? The Lord abandon us? No. The Lord still give us roof, right? The Lord still provide for us. So therefore, we got to do the same. We got to be patient. We finished that?
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
See, that your prayers be not hindered. Because how your prayer be hindered? Because both of you are not one in the house. You are not one. That's how sometimes your prayers is hindered in your house. The house, both of you got two different minds instead of one mind. Because you or her head, everything in your head, you got to make sure she acting right. Because when you are not there, she treat the child, she treat the children, she instruct the children well. Look at 2 Maccabees 7, that sister. You think she didn't have any husband? Sometimes some sisters be thinking she don't have no husband. She's single parents. Come on. Her husband taught her. And I'm pretty sure Esau killed what? The man. So now, whatever he put in his wife, it manifested in the what? In the children. And that's why she was able to tell her children to take their death. And that's why she was able to what? Take her death herself. And not deny the Lord. And not I like, what's her name? Job's wife. Why can't you curse God? Why can't you leave this truth? Sometimes brothers be the devil the Bible speak of in the house. So therefore, when something pop up now, when they're down now, their wife says, shit, why can't we leave? Some men will murmur to their wife and stuff. Allow their wife to develop bad behavior. And now their wife cannot change just out of a certain like that. It got to take a time now. It got to take a time. So now you're pressuring her to change immediately, but you are feeling her filth. You used to gossip about leadership to her. You used to gossip about other people to her. You used to do other stuff to her. So now you treat her mind to what? To be a damn sinner too. So now you cut yourself now. Leadership rebuke you now. Now you changing now. But now she got that same ways in her. And now you say, damn, my wife's simple as hell. You play a part in that too. You play a part. That's why the Lord said, I know Abraham. He's going to lead his household. They're going to follow me. The way you make your bed, that's how you're going to sleep in it. For real. So you got to be mindful of the communication that you do in your household with your wife. Your job is to build her up. So she can get the kingdom to you. Not to herself, to you. So you don't entreat her evil. Deal with her according to wisdom, according to knowledge, according to understanding, because you was given this book. God deal with men. So therefore, when you read this book, now let it manifest out of your behavior. Let it manifest out of your speech. Let it manifest out of your character. So now she can be edified by that. Seriously though, for real. Where we at?
That was it on that verse.
That was it? Let's go back to Tobit 11.
The book of Tobit, chapter 11, verse 1. After these things, Tobias went his way, praising God that he had given him a prosperous journey, and blessed Raphael and Edna his wife, and went on his way till they drew near unto Nineveh. Then Raphael said to Tobias, Thou knowest, brother, how thou didst leave thy father. Let us haste before thy wife and prepare the house, and take in thine hand the gall of the fish. So they went their way, and the dog went after them. Now Anna sat looking about toward the way of her son.
So she kept looking. She kept looking because she was worried about her son. Come on.
And when she had espied him coming, she said to his father, Behold, thy son cometh, and the man that went with him.
See, that son, your son is coming. Oh, praises. Come on.
Then said Raphael, I know, Tobias, that thy father will open his eyes. Therefore, anoint thou his eyes with the gall, and being pricked therewith, he shall rub, and the whiteness shall fall away, and he shall see thee. Then Anna ran forth and fell upon the neck of her son, and said unto him, Seeing I have seen thee, my son, from henceforth I am content to die.
She said, now I see you, I can die now. She's something else, man. I'm telling you, no lie. So she don't even give a damn about her husband now. She said, now I see you, I can die. Oh, my goodness. Come on.
And they wept both. Tobit also went forth toward the door and stumbled, but his son ran unto him, and he took hold of his father, and he strake of the gall of his father's eyes, saying, Be of good hope, my father. And when his eyes began to smart, he rubbed them, and the whiteness peeled away from the corners of his eyes. And when he saw his son, he fell upon his neck, and he wept and said, Blessed art thou, O God, and blessed is thy name forever, and bless all thine holy angels, for thou hast scourged and
the thing about it, our forefather, whenever the Lord did something to them, they praised him instantly. They gave him the praise. Oh God, blessed is thy name forever, and blessed are all thy holy angels. He blessed the Lord instantly. We got to get in the habit of doing that. Exalting the Lord. First, letting him know. We got to get in the habit of doing that. Seriously. Read that again from the top.
And the whiteness peeled away from the corners of his eyes. And when he saw his son, he fell upon his neck, and he wept and said, Blessed art thou, O God, and blessed is thy name forever, and blessed are all thine holy angels, for thou hast scourged and hast taken pity on me.
You see that for thou hast scourged. The Lord gonna try us. The Lord gonna put us through things. But we cannot lose hope. We cannot lose hope. I'm telling you, we cannot lose hope. He was scourged us as a nation, and then he will scourge us as on an individual level. But we also, we got to make sure we are not turning our back on him. A lot of times some things happen to a brother, something happened to a sister. We forsake the Lord. We start to say there is no God. Because it shows that we don't have that faith to begin with. For real. That's why we got to constantly read. We got to constantly listen to the scripture. Because that's going to build our faith up. In this work, we need faith. We need faith. That's why the Lord says, if you have a faith like this grain of mustard seed, you can remove mountains. You can do some unspeakable works. You're going to do greater works if you have that faith. So he said, for thou hast scourged, come on.
For thou hast scourged and hast taken pity on me.
And now you have taken pity on me. You have recovered me. You have recovered me. Give me Job chapter 2, read verse 10.
It's the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 10. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
Well, read verse 7. Let me see. Come on.
Verse 7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he said unto him, and he took him a potsherd.
See that? If with Job, what Job went to, Job didn't turn back, man. Job still was what? He still was what? In the walk. That's how it gotta be. Some things the Lord, all the things the Lord put on us is to try us, to test us, to see what we're gonna do. Everything we do in this life is a test. It's a test to our faith. Some of them are little, some of them are big. But regardless of it, all of them are tests. Come on.
Verse 8. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal. And he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity?
See, they say, are you still retaining your integrity? That's how you know from the get-go she wasn't right. Her mind wasn't right. I'm telling you, her mind wasn't right at all. Read. Because for her to go to the Lord, her God, to put her both knees and pray for her husband, she's talking foolishness. That's how some sisters got to make sure they're in the spirit. Because your Lord's not going to be always up the air like that. Tomorrow he can be at the low state. It's up to you now to what? To how you call it? To go to the Lord and pray. Ask the Lord for mercy on your husband's household. I'm telling you. Because look what's his name? Tobit. He went blind. His wife wasn't tripping. His wife went to find women work. His wife went to help him out. That's what you got to be as a sister. You can't be clueless and don't know what's going on. We are at war, so you got to know what's going on. You got to have that sense of urgency. Come on.
Verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die.
So she said, curse God and die. Curse God means turn your back on the truth. Leave this truth. Come on.
But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
That's what some of us just want. We just want good. Some of us, we have evil, want something to come upon us. We don't want to come to the school no more. We just want to have good. That's all we want. So what he said?
What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil?
See that? Shall we not receive evil as well? Come on.
And all this did not Job sin with his lips.
Let's go back. Give me Sirach 2, read verse 1. Because the Lord going to scorch us. He will. On the whole, everybody have different things coming. Everybody trial will be different. Come on.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Read it again.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare your soul. When you come here, you know the Lord going to try you. The Lord going to test you out. That's how it is. The Lord going to test you out. So he said, prepare your what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare your soul for temptation. You got to prepare. How do you prepare? One may ask, by reading, by applying. Because faith coming by hearing. That's how you prepare your soul. So when it comes, you already know it's always to come because you read about your forefather that it happens to them. So therefore, you're not escaped. You're not exempt. It will happen. That's how you prepare your soul. That's how you prepare your mind. Come on.
Set thy heart aright.
You got to set your mind right. Don't come here be running your own lust. Don't come here be doing your own thing. Set your mind right. Know that instantly, tomorrow things might pop up. You never know. The Lord can turn the heat up real quick. You never know. So you got to set your what?
Set thy heart aright.
Set your mind right. Come on.
And constantly.
And what?
And
constantly. Don't be like a roller coaster. Today you up, tomorrow you down. No. The Lord said what?
And constantly.
And constantly, come on. Endure the things that come upon all of us. Because all of us going to have things that's going to come upon us. He said constantly. A lot of us are like roller coaster. 1 month we up here. The next month we down here. And that month we unstable. We are unstable. The Lord said constantly. Constantly endure. Come on.
And make not haste.
Don't make haste. Once things come upon you, you got to endure it. Because things came upon your brother, he endured it. So therefore, you got to see that, and then what? You got to build from that. That's how it is. The Lord going to make something happen. One man try is another man lesson to learn. So when it come upon you, already learn it from him. That's how it is. That's why the Lord wants us to gather together so we can help, so we can be there for each other, so we can learn from each other, so we can be stronger together. Right. That's how it is. Come on.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Don't make haste in time of trouble, but trouble will come. Why you think that thing is written there in the time of trouble? You think we're not going to have trouble will come. Trouble will come. Come on.
Cleave unto him.
Do what?
Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Don't depart away. Come on.
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
That's what happened to Job. Job will increase at the last end. What's going to happen to us when the trouble comes? We're going to increase at the last end, right? We're going to get the kingdom. When we take our death, we're going to increase at the latter end. That's how it is. Come on.
Whatsoever is but upon thee, take cheerfully.
That's how you got to be, read.
And be patient.
Be what?
Be patient.
Be patient. Job was patient. Tobit was patient. Our forefather was patient. Joseph was patient. He was in jail. He was patient. We got to see those things, read these things, and put in our spirit. Come on.
And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Because you will. We will change to a lower state. We will. The Lord prepare us so when it comes, we're not bogged down, we're not confused, we're not shocked. Come on.
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
You can only be acceptable if you are tried in the furnace of adversity. That's why I say acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. That's the only way you are acceptable, when you are tried in the furnace of adversity. You're not just going to get it. You're not just going to get it like that. Cakewalk. No. You're going to go through some. You're going to go through some. Our forefather went through some. In Revelation 6, they say we are waiting for our brothers to die like us. That's how it is. We're going to go through stuff. We're going to go through sicknesses. We're going to go through trials. We're going to go through death. That's how it is. But how to prepare for that? By reading, by applying your mind, by training yourself now while you have the liberty. Because now we have the liberty now. Now we got to make sure we are what? We are bettering ourselves each day, each moment. Let's go back. Go give me James 5, read verse 11. Each day we got to better ourselves. Each day is the opportunity to get right. Each day. Not an opportunity to entertain demon, but an opportunity to get right. Come on.
It's the book of James, chapter 5, verse 11.
Read.
Behold, we count them happy which endure.
Read that again.
Behold, we count them happy which endure.
We count them happy which endure. Come on.
Ye have heard of the patience of Job.
See that? That's what now we're talking about them. Back then they was talking about Job. And this Bible was for each generation to get built up. That's how it is. Each generation used this Bible to better their life. Read it again. Because back then they was talking about Job. Job was so everything we're waiting for time, we're waiting for us, for our learning. In the New Testament, they're talking about Job, them, building themselves up with Job lesson. So now we're using the whole book now to better ourselves now. Come on.
Behold, we count them happy which endure.
Read.
Ye have heard of the patience of Job.
You heard, because you read, you heard of it. Come on.
And have seen the end of the Lord.
See that you see the end of the Lord. The end was what? Mightier. The end was what? Reward. That's why he said you see the end of the Lord. Come on.
And the Lord is very pitiful.
He's very pitiful. Come on.
And of tender mercy.
See that? And of tender mercy. And of tender mercy. Give me the Hosea. Now on a nation level. Hosea chapter 6, read verse 1.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 6, verse 1.
Come on.
Come, and let us return unto the Lord.
See that? Come, let us return to the Lord. Read.
For he hath torn.
He hath torn us.
And he will heal us.
And he was healed. See that? He torn us. He put us in scourges. He put us through tribulation. He put us through slavery. He put us through all those things because of our sin. So now read it from the top again.
Come.
Come, Israel. Come, Israel. Come. Read.
And let us return unto the Lord.
Let us return unto the Lord. Read.
For he hath torn.
He had torn us.
And he will heal
And
us.
he healed us. He said, I send my word. And he healed them. He said, I send my words to them. And it will heal them. Come on.
He hath smitten.
He has smitten us.
And he will bind us up.
And he will bind us up. Come on.
After 2 days will he revive
He
us.
will revive us. Come on.
And the third day he will raise us up.
Uh-huh.
And we shall live.
And we shall do what?
And we shall live.
And we shall live. Read.
In his sight.
In his sight. We will live in his sight. That's what the Bible said, man. I'm telling you. We will live in his sight. Read it again. I want to find something else.
Come, and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
See that? He will bind us up. He will bind us up. We just got to get our mind right. We just got to get our mind right. Give me Job 5, read verse 17 real quick. Job 5, read verse 17.
The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 17.
Come on.
Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth.
Read it again.
Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth.
Happy is the man who God corrected. Come on.
Therefore, despise thou not the chastening of the Lord. Let me read that again. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
See that? Don't despise the chastening of the Almighty. Do not despise that. It will come. That's why I say happy. That's what we read in James chapter 5 and 11. Happy is the one that endure. Come on. Read verse 17 and 18.
Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
Don't despise the chastening of the Almighty. Come on.
For he maketh sore and bindeth up.
That's what we just read. He make us sore and then he'll do what?
Bindeth up.
He'll bind it up. He want to know what you made out of. When he see what you made out of, he going to bind you up. Come on.
He wounded.
He'll do what?
He wounded.
He wounded. Come on.
And his hands make whole.
See that his hands make whole. That's the God we serve. That's the God we serve. That's it on that?
Yes.
Let's go to Isaiah 26. Read verse 16.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 16.
Come on.
Lord, in trouble have they visited thee. They poured out a prayer when thy chastening was upon them.
Read.
Like as a woman.
See, we pour out our prayer when the Lord chastening us. On an individual level, on a nation level. That's why in the future now, the Lord going to say in Joel, he said, spare thy people. Spare thy people. We're going to declare a fast. Because Jacob's trouble going to be so much, we're going to declare a fast. Say, Lord, spare thy people. Come on, read it again.
Verse 16. Lord, in trouble have they visited thee. They poured out a prayer when thy chastening was upon them.
Whenever the Lord afflict us, we come to him, we pour prayer. We don't deport. Because where the hell we going to go? We got nowhere to go. Come on.
Like as a woman with child that draweth near the time of her delivery is in pain and crieth out in her pain.
So that's how it is with us. We go from captivity on captivity like a woman. When we go into captivity, the pain comes and then we're going to ease down. We're going to have some kind of liberty. And then Lord pull us back again. Come on.
So have we been in thy sight, O Lord. We have been with child. We have been in pain. We have as it were brought forth wind. We have not wrought any deliverance in the earth.
See that? No deliverance has come in the earth yet. Come on.
Neither have the inhabitants of the world fallen.
Neither have the inhabitants of the world fallen. They haven't got their judgment yet. Come on.
Thy dead men
That dead man, come on,
shall live.
We're going to live again. Come on.
Together with my dead body shall they arise.
See that they're going to arrive. The grind's not going to hold nobody. We're going to arise. We're going to arise. We got to keep God's law first, though. Come on.
Awake and sing.
We're going to awake and sing. Come on.
Ye that dwell in dust.
Read.
For thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead.
Read.
Come,
my people. Come on.
Come, my people, Enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
When that destruction comes, we're going to be in the chariot. So we're going to be looking at the destruction. Come on.
For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth
Read.
for their iniquity.
For their sins, come on.
The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
You see that? So let's go back. Tobit 1, read verse 16.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 1, verse 16.
Come on.
And in the time of
No,
Enemessar,
11, 16, my fault. 11, 16.
it's the book of Tobit, chapter 11, verse 16. Then Tobit went
Actually,
out.
now we didn't finish 15. Read 15, please.
The book of Tobit, chapter 11, verse 15. For thou hast scourged and hast taken pity on me. For behold, I see my son Tobias, and his son went in rejoicing and told his father the great things that had happened to him and Mediah. Then Tobit went out to meet his daughter-in-law at the gate of Nineveh, rejoicing and praising God. And they which saw him go marveled, because he had received his sight. But Tobit gave thanks before them, because God had mercy on him. And when he had came near to Sarah his daughter-in-law, he blessed her, saying, Thou art welcome, daughter. God be blessed, which have brought thee unto us, and blessed be thy father and thy mother. And there was joy among all his brethren which were at Nineveh. And Achaeus, and Nabas, his brother's son, came.
So that's his brother's son. What we read at? We read that in Tobit chapter 1. He showed Tobit favor. Let's read that real quick. Tobit chapter 1, read verse 21.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 1, verse 21.
Come on.
And there passed not 55 days before two of his sons killed him. And they fled into the mountains of Arath. And Sarachadonus, his son, reigned in his stead, who appointed over his father's accounts and over all his father's affairs. Achacaris, my brother Ananiel's son.
So that was Tobit's nephew. Come on.
And Achacaris entreating for me.
See, he treat Tobit well. Come on.
I returned to Nineveh. Now Achacaris was a cupbearer and keeper of the signet, and steward and overseer of the accounts. And Sarachadonus appointed him next unto him, and he was my brother's son.
See that he was his nephew. That was his nephew. Let's read chapter 2, read verse 10.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 2, verse 10.
Come on.
And I knew not that there were sparrows in the wall, and mine eyes being open, the sparrows muted warm dung into my eyes, and a whiteness came in mine eyes. And I went to the physicians, but they helped me not. Moreover, Achacaris did nourish
See
me.
that his nephew helped him out. He nourished him out. Come on, and treat well for him. Come on.
Until I went into Elamias.
See that? So let's go back. Tobit 11, read verse 17 again.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 11, verse 17. But Tobit gave thanks before them, because God had mercy on him. And when he had came near to Sarah his daughter-in-law, he blessed her, saying, Thou art welcome, daughter. God be blessed, which have brought thee unto us, and blessed be thy father and thy mother. And there was joy among all his brethren which were at Nineveh. And Achacaris and Nabas, his brother's son, came.
So that he came as well. Come on.
And Tobias' wedding was kept 7 days with great joy.
So they kept the 7 days again. So Tobit feasted for about 21 days straight. 14 with Rapheal. Now he came here. He was like, because his father was absent over there. His mother was absent. His family was, the rest of the other family was absent. So he had to make it another 7 days. So he feasted for 21 days. That's how you know Israel used to enjoy themselves. For real. But we're going to end there. End there, Israel. I pray you give him something from today's lesson, History in the AM. Like Bishop always says, study, pray, and apply, Israel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay in the spirit. Most High in Christ bless you all. Shalom.